Aries, a very warm welcome. My name's Drew. This is Modern Tarot. Happy New Year, guys. 2025, we're here, and hopefully it's going to be an amazing year and brings you everything that you dreamed of and managing to leave everything behind that you no longer serves you, right? And your readings in 2024 were all about letting go of drama and bullshit and just, people that were wasting your time. So let's see what 2025 holds for you guys. Those of you that are new here, welcome. And for those of you returning, welcome back. And to all of those that have had personal readings from me, Happy New Year to you guys. So let's have a look. We're going to go straight into it, guys. We're going to do a general spread, current energies, what's around you, what to expect, what to watch out for, and hopefully some good surprises along the way, Aries, right? God knows we need them, hey? So, Aries, we're about done. Okay, slowly opening up again to love, some of you. Hey, look at this. Look, center of your reading, guys. Ace of Wands. This is a brand new, passionate start. This is you guys going into 2025 with a spring in your step, all right? Also, it might be passion on the horizon for you, or it's at the center of your reading. Some of you had people coming back from the past, some sinister, some not so sinister. Some of you guys in previous readings, or especially with my private clients, where they were like, stuff the past, I'm not into it. Some of you, there was reuniting going down. All right, the challenge is to turn things in your favor. This is destiny calling with the Wheel of Fortune here, guys. So it's hard to start again, right? But you've got this shit, Aries. Okay, the reason why it's all happening, we've got the Star in reverse. All right, your readings were all about a loss of hope in humanity. I mean, you were dealing with a lot of time wasters and people just messing with your intelligence, your time, your care, your attention. Not in line with your morals. All right, so spring in your step coming into 2025. It's a struggle to change and to move forward, Aries, but you've got this, right? In the recent past, you might have been a little bit stuck with the Page of Wands in reverse here. Page of Wands in the upright, this is all about a little spring in your step. It's kind of like naive. It's not like the Page of Cups. It's almost like, okay, what's out there? Let's just go for this. Not thinking about consequences. Can be a card of travel. But yeah, I'm not focused on your past, Aries, all right? The past for me now is 2024. This is a brand new year for you. So in the recent past, you might have felt a little bit stuck. Like, where am I going now? What am I doing? I know where I've been, but what's next? But you've got a spring in your step. You've got two aces in this reading already, Aries. This is going to be an amazing January for you guys, 2025. As this reading is for the first 2 weeks, but it can spill out into the month, okay? Because I will come back and check in on you mid-month. Okay, your focus, Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are focused on new projects. Some of you are focused on your finances. And some of you might be focused on, just solid things. It's almost like for Aries in 2025, it's like that old mantra, in your previous readings were all about, show up in the correct way or don't show up at all. You are looking for, if you're into love and relationships, Aries, for those of you looking for that, I'm reading for many of you out there, right? Many different scenarios and many different wants and needs for all of you. But, your focus is on, show up the correct way. I'm looking for something stable and solid. You're not into this whole bullshit of people not getting back to you. It takes 3 seconds to send a text message or to reply to one, right? And the new Aries in 2025, January, it's like, can't be bothered to show up or put in that minimal effort. I'm out. See you later. I've checked you at the door. Okay, what you don't see coming towards you is Judgment in reverse. All right, so you won't be that decisive on new plans and new directions. Okay, like easy does it, you're going to slip into 2025 knowing where you've been and then kind of like slowly stepping into 2025 with your newfound, boundaries, your newfound sense of self-respect, Okay, your energetic field, all right. Let's look, you do have some concerns, Aries, maybe a little bit of anxiety there, which is future-based, right? But, your energetic field is, look, it's one of a little bit of anxiety, all right? So just watch that. Watch your thoughts, and always try to spin them around into a positive rather than a negative. So just watch out for that, Aries. Outside influences, collaboration, okay? Some of you, as I say, there might be people wanting to work with you throughout, January. Some of your new projects, if it's about work, okay? Your fears, King of Wands in reverse, you hate a player. A song's just come to mind. Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Players only love you when they're playing. That line, right? Some of you, you fear that everybody's tarred with the same brush, like playerism, and people are wasting your time. And are they serious? They show up as a King of Wands, and then suddenly they turn out to be the King of Wands in reverse. It's a fear of yours. And you know what, Aries? It's okay. That just makes you more discerning. It's just when it becomes an irrational fear and everybody's out to get me, that's when it becomes a problem, right? Okay, and the outcome for you guys is nothing stable, nothing solid, all right? If this is relationship for you guys, but it's not negative, You've done loads of self-work, Aries, and the biggest mistake you could make now is while you're on the train of self-growth, self-work, self-appreciation, the last thing you want to do is get yourself bogged down into something, all right? It's all about you finding your own again, your own way of being, sitting in line with your morals and values. And, do you remember in another reading, I think it was late November or early December of 2024, it was all about becoming the high priestess, watching other people, their intentions, their actions, not their words. You're not about being charmed. Your pants aren't going to be charmed off, in 2025. I know some of you might be going, but I want my pants to be charmed off of me. It's not about that. It's about intelligent love and connections for you, I think, in 2025, especially January. Right, the Ace of Wands here. Okay, some of you are starting all over again with the spring in your step. Even though some of you don't want to be single, you'd love to have a partner, that partner in crime, that someone that's got your back and you've got theirs. But you've got a spring in your step despite that, Aries. And the challenge is, to turn things in your favor. And it's a challenge to open up again, Aries. All right, let's face it. It's a challenge to start again. It's a challenge to open up again. But you've got this. You've got this, Aries. All right. Okay. So the reason why it's all happening is you've realized that there's connections not worth fighting for anymore. And it was all about, the end of the year readings were about Aries going, you know what, if you're not willing to put in the work, nor am I. I'm not fighting for anything that doesn't aid my healing. Does that make sense? When we're healing and we're openly honest about it, especially to others, especially in romantic relationships or even close friends. And, we tell them about our struggles and, our successes. And there's people there to commiserate in our bad times and celebrate our good times, right? You, Aries, in January, it's almost like if I don't feel a healing presence in my connection with you, I'm not fighting for it. It's great, Aries. Okay, I'm not going on into the past, but yeah, lack of commitment, things aren't moving forward and those kind of things. You might have dealt with people that are a bit wishy-washy and didn't have that emotional intelligence that Aries people have, right? Such is life. Poor them. Shame on them. But anyway, look at this. This is your focus. The Ten of Cups. This has come out before in this spread, this particular spread, the Celtic Cross. This has come out in the same position for you. Your focus is emotional bliss, but not only emotional bliss, which is airy-fairy and getting carried away in a Hollywood romance. It's almost emotional bliss and groundedness, Aries, something solid and tangible, life is hard enough, right? So we want our emotional life and the person that we're intimate with, and intimacy comes in different forms, right? We want someone that's just grounded and solid. We know what we've got from day to day. We're not, we don't have to check their phones. We don't have to spy on them. It just is. It's grounded. It's solid. And from that is a springboard into your career, into your social life, because you've got that solid foundation. Okay? What you don't see coming is we had judgment in reverse. You might find that January, Aries, you will go through not being very decisive at the start and then really fast movement, okay? Which is great. Some of you might travel, just for some of you. It's after Christmas, so it's not for everybody, but some of you might be thinking of traveling in 2025. So your energetic field, okay, how you are coming out into the world is, yeah, you do have anxieties. Who doesn't, right? But you're also curious with the Page of Swords here. Some of you might be doing a lot of studying and looking into, mind practices. Some of you, it could be meditation. Some of you just quietening the mind and your thoughts. But your energetic field is one of curiosity. It's like, I'm watching and I'm listening, and you're the high priestess, remember. So it's all about, people are revealing themselves to you. You're going to be a little bit more thorough with your background checks, doing some intel on anyone that's coming into your life. And that's great. Not in a stalkerific way, it's just, I'm being prudent with my time, my heart, my energy, my concern. I'm going to be smart this time around with the Page of Swords here. Okay, outside influences, Aries, you will cut out people that don't collaborate with you, people that aren't willing to put the work in and to work as a team. If you look at the Three of Pentacles, it's almost like the Trinity. It's my truth, your truth, and the truth, the ultimate truth. You'll just cut people out in 2025, especially in January, where, this ain't working and we're not working together, different morals and values, Aries. No time for it, You want someone that sits in line with what you're all about. Okay, yeah, your fears, all right. No time for players, wishy-washy people, male or female. It just brings you and puts you out of balance, Aries, and you've no time for it again, But look at this. The Page of Wands has shown up twice in your reading. So the outcome for you for the first 2 weeks of January is, even though you have nothing stable, with the Four of Wands in reverse here comes the little Page of Wands, which is starting again with a spring in your step. All right, it's only a page, so a lot of you will be learning, new ways of doing things, new ways of taking action. It really is an energy of really starting again from the ground up, but with a sense of self. A solid sense of, these are my needs. My wants I can compromise on, but my fundamental needs is, I don't want anyone or people around me that are going to insult my intelligence, people that are going to take me for granted, people that are going to be wishy-washy with me. You've got fast minds, Aries. You're straight shooters, and you want that back from people. So you're going to be doing a lot of intel, really vetting people, and you're starting all over again. You've still got, there's still that Page of Wands, which is, I'm ready to go again, even though I've been through stuff. It's great, Aries. Well, look at this. Your fears, okay? Your fears are Temperance in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. So the King of Wands in reverse is playerism. It's people that, when you first meet them, you think, they're attractive, got their shit together, they're cool. I'm happy to invest in them, and then they just turn out to be kind of like not a wolf in sheep's clothing, but the emperor finally has no clothes, I tend to push people away to see if they come back. Sometimes I take it too far. Some of you might have been dealing, Aries, which has caused a fear within you. People that kind of play games, they push you away to see whether you're going to make that move. And that's just insecure. If it's men doing that to my women viewers, that they're weak men. They're not strong men. If it's women doing that to men, it's the same. It's almost like, I want to see how far I push you away, and then you really love me if you come back. It's pathetic. No time for it, Aries. So no wonder it's a fear of yours if you've been attracting people like that. So just watch your attraction, Aries, as in the end of 2024. Who are you attracting? They might look great on the surface, handsome, pretty, and then the mask starts to drop and you see who they are, So, use the Page of Swords here. Be very prudent. Check people out. Hold back and let them speak. The true power is with the listener, not the person trying to impress. And you might find that, King of Wands here, male or female, they tend to talk a lot about themselves, and it's, to the untrained ear, it could be, wow, this guy or this girl, this chick is amazing. They're doing this and they know these people. It's all using outside resources, people, places, things, to boost themselves in the eyes of others. To learn to really see that this year, especially in January, Aries. How are we doing time-wise? We're at 15 minutes. It's okay. It's cool. What I want to do now for you, I want to do a very quick advice. What would be your advice now for the first couple of weeks of January, right? Going into 2025, guys. What does Aries really need to pay attention to? Those kind of things, right? So I'm going to use that deck. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to tidy this up. I hate a mess on this desk. I'm going to use another deck for this one. This one. So what advice for you, Aries? What to look out for? How to live your best life. Those of you that are in situations that are, dragging into 2025, where, maybe you should have left them in 2024. Those of you that have, got people coming back and they're still on your case and trying to work things out, actions, not words, basically, Aries. I think this reading is all about that. Watch people's actions, not their words, So, I was a bit violent what I just did there. I don't know what happened there. These cards are new and it's very slippery. So, Aries, let's have a look at this. Your advice, cut people out. Queen of Swords in reverse here. All right, certainly cut out anyone that's manipulative, Aries. You should be quite professional at this now. You've been around the block and met many of these in your previous readings. It's pretty obvious to me. But yeah, cut out anyone that is manipulative. The magician in the upright, manifestation. This is a dude or a dudette that, they can manifest anything. They've got all the tools. They've got the emotional clarity, the wisdom, the know-it-all on the earthly plane, the swords with communication in reverse. Don't be giving away to magicians in reverse, Aries. Look, Ace of Wands. Brand new starts, Aries. Spring in your step. You will find by setting these boundaries and cutting people out, you will feel that you're doing the wrong thing, but you're doing the right thing by cutting people off, Aries. And I don't care who it is. It can be close family. Very often if we've grown up in narcissistic dynamics, toxic environments, and I think there was some statistics that 90% of families are toxic. Includes me and most of you guys out there. So the healthier we get and we do the self-work, those dynamics there's no longer a place for us in those dynamics, and we start to drift away from people. But if they're still on your case, and any of you are in like family cults, where it's family, 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 and if you date someone, they've got to date the family too, no time for it, Aries. Okay? Ace of Wands, brand new spring in your step, a newfound passion, and it's going to come in the strangest form by cutting people out. You might feel like a bit of a bastard or a bit of a bitch by doing it, but it's a brand new start for you. Okay? And then we've got the Two of Cups. Aries, look, this is amazing. Really, 2025 is all about you being ruthless. Okay? Don't mess with Aries in 2025. Be ruthless and seek out Two of Cups energy, platonic or relationship material, which is Two of Cups. It's equal give and take. It's like, I'll pop you a message, and if I'm free, I get you a message. My phone my face lights up, and I go, yeah, I'll send you a message back. There's no games. There's no better wait 3 or 4 hours, otherwise I look desperate. Does that make sense? In friendships, in love, in life, in work, Two of Cups energy. And it's going to come from you cutting out anything which is manipulative, Aries. Okay? Then you're going to have a brand new passionate start and Two of Cups energy. So for some of you, this came out in your previous reading. All right, there is someone in your periphery or someone around you, Aries, that really has quite a strong spiritual bond, which can be otherworldly. It's like, this, how to put this, like a spiritual affinity. You're just drawn to the Two of Cups, and when you meet these people. Now it can be toxic, right? It can turn out to be karmic, but it's something that you have to go through on your spiritual journey, if that makes sense. It depends on how healthy the other person is and how aware they are of what these kind of connections are and what they can be and what they can bring, If it's about love, Aries, for you guys, first 2 weeks of January 2025, I want a card for you guys for love. But that looks good, keep on with the boundaries, people are going to test them, Aries. When people start setting boundaries, that you're not used to setting. You might not like yourself, and people will come back and test them. So it's a bit like, I remember many years ago, my house was like an open house. People just used to turn up whether they wanted. And that was part of me people pleasing, right? I had to look at my own behavior here. And so I set boundaries and go, hey, look, if you want to come around, please give me a call. That way I can give you my 100% attention. I'm trying to soften the blow for them. They kept coming around. And in the end, I said, hey, look, I did set that boundary with you. And I did say, please call me. It's what I would do to you. I would call. I'm not one just to turn up like that. And so it really is about, people will test those boundaries, Aries. Trust, this situation is calling for you to have faith. So Aries, have faith in setting boundaries, that you're doing the right thing. You're not doing the wrong thing. You're not being a bitch or a bastard. You are actually just going, here's who I am, and this is how I expect to be treated. And if you can't show up in that correct way, I just see that as highly manipulative, and it's a bit toxic, with the Magician in reverse here. So it's all about cutting out things that don't serve you, Aries, in January. You are going to find a newfound passion in life by being this new badass, which will bring you Two of Cups energy in friends, in life, in love, in work, in every area of your life. If you're a song, Aries, if you were a song end of January, what would you be? Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, just wanted to pop out there. Can't make this shit up. Right, so there's two here. I'm not going to shuffle anymore because these really pop out to me. I've got I Want to Break Free by Queen. Not a great fan of Queen, me. Might mean something to you, the title, the band, those kind of things. And I don't know whether, a lot of my American viewers would know this, but it's called Missing by Everything But the Girl. So for some of you are still, a little bit hooked on the past, and someone from the past, you might be missing that person. But if it was toxic, Aries, with this new year, cut it out. You've no time to be taken back into, a place of healing again, perpetual healing from something that, should be probably, Queen of Swords energy should be exercised on. Does that make sense? But easier said than done, guys. I know, when the heart, and the emotions are locked into something, it's pretty difficult, right? To use the mind to rule the heart, But, if you've used your heart in the past and all you've got is hurt and pain, then, maybe it's time to try and find more of a balance between logic and emotion, So one final message, peace, Aries, peace. Tranquility surrounds your life right now. A peaceful road awaits. I'm telling you, Aries, Two of Cups energy is incoming for you. Can't tell you exactly when. Tarot is very fluid. And although this is for the first 2 weeks of January, it could be going into February, right? But Two of Cups energy is there if you exercise the Queen of Swords and cut out anything manipulative, anyone that's playing with you, anyone that is insulting your Aries intelligence. No time for it, Aries. One of these, and then I'm going to love you and leave you guys. And, I'll be back in the middle of Jan just to check in with you and see how you're doing. One more shuffle. Change, Aries wanted to pop out there. All right, remember the Wheel of Fortune in the initial spread? Aries. Okay, love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, in reverse, Aries. So back to this reading, you might love and respect people, but they just, they're a bit manipulative, all right? Learn to balance the mind and the heart in 2025, Aries. Yeah, I love this person, find them really attractive, but something makes me feel uneasy about this. Is this in my best interest, And I believe there's only two feelings. There's 72 human emotions, I think, in the English language. In the Russian language, I think they have so many words in Russian, right? But there's only two feelings, good or bad, and 72 emotions. So does it feel good, Aries? Go with it until it feels bad, and then go, right, okay, Queen of Swords. Out she comes. I'm out. Yeah, I smell bullshit with the Magician in reverse. Feels bad, after, not so long. That's a warning sign, solar plexus. So good or bad, Aries? Follow the good, right? And, I think that's about it for me today, guys. But it looks like you're doing great. Much of the work that you put in 2024 is going to continue in 2025. You might feel like a bit of a bitch or a bastard, but you know what? Look at what's coming your way, Aries. Ace of Wands, brand new passionate start, spring in your step, and beautiful connections that are reciprocal. So Aries, I hope you enjoyed that. My name's Drew. This has been Modern Tarot. If you like the content, please like, share, or subscribe. It means the world to me personally and the channel. It means I can continue to do this for free. In the meantime, Aries, have an amazing first couple of weeks of 2025. And once again, Happy New Year. Take care, Aries. Bye now.